Hello, it's AJ from the Concordian. Today is the first day back in campus, February 3rd for the winter semester. So we're gonna ask students how they feel about being back on campus. And yeah, it's the second episode of Chat Concordia.
To be honest, I preferred online. I just prefer the fact that I don't have to put effort in coming to school, and also I just like being at home. I can just like do my class in bed. So it's just the comfort for me, honestly.
You know what? It's a bit of a weird experience. I thought I would be a bit more excited than I am, but no, I mean, it's nice to be back in person because when you do online learning, everything is just a blur. But I like to have that separation between going to home, going to school and whatnot. So I'm happy to kind of go back into a regular rhythm. It's funny because it's I'm kind of a bit on both sides of the spectrum where I prefer the convenience and stuff of doing online. So I'm to come and to do the half-hour transit to and from, I'm do I want to do that? No. But I would say I prefer the being in person. I'm more on that side, yeah. Sorry, it's a very ambivalent answer.
I'm pretty confident that it's a good choice, you know. I think they've started the third doses a couple months ago, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked being online. I couldn't concentrate in class. So, I mean, this was my first class back, and I felt like time flied in class, and I was actually paying attention and not on my phone. Yeah. So, it's good stuff.
It's weird because I've never seen half these people because they don't turn their cameras on, so it's like meeting a whole bunch of new people, even though we've studied for 6 months in communications. But yeah, pretty cool.
I pretty much know Spencer because he's one of the few people that puts his camera on, so yeah.
You know, there are some pros and cons to both in-person and online classes, but you know, honestly, personally speaking, I prefer in-person classes. And the most important point about that, I think, is getting to see other people. Well, and coming to university, it's we struggle with many mental health when we do have online classes.
Personnellement, pour moi, je trouve que ça va faire du bien à tout le monde, puis nous aussi. En ligne, je trouve ça vraiment difficile. Sûr, il faut que tu sois assidu dans tes études, mais c'est sûr que quand tu y vas en personne, tu sais, je veux dire, t'es dans le cours, c'est beaucoup plus facile, les relations, les projets d'équipe. Moi, je pense que overall, c'est vraiment plus le fun quand l'école est en présentiel. Fait que, selon moi, oui, absolument. Vraiment content.
Et toi?
Moi, je suis vraiment content aussi. Écoute, la vie universitaire, je pense que ça se passe à l'école. Tout ce qui est amis, relations humaines, puis apprentissage, c'est beaucoup plus facile aussi en vrai qu'en virtuel. Fait que moi, je suis vraiment, vraiment content d'être revenu à l'école.
It's a bit of mixed feelings. I feel like it's nice to be on campus because it's a bit more motivating maybe to work, but it's also some of my classes are quite packed, so it's a bit of a COVID risk. I don't know how I really feel about coming to class for all of my classes. Maybe the ones right before exams or things like that. I would feel more comfortable coming to class because I would not want to miss anything if there were issues with the recording. But yeah, most of my classes are being recorded, so it is kind of hybrid, and I think for the most part, I would want to stay home more because it's less of a COVID risk.
I have some concerns because I think it doesn't represent the same risks for everybody. So I feel classmates who have health concerns, the range of risks, we don't risk the same thing, and it should still be open for everybody to study. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the most important, yeah. So I'm kind of stressed, and I also think that there's a lot of risks, and I would have really liked for the university to give the option, a hybrid mode of teaching. And we've seen that before in the first semester when students were not on campus yet because of all kinds of immigration problems during the pandemic. So we know it's possible, so I wish that they would make that possible again.
I'm just really nervous about how things are going to develop, and I hope none of my classmates or I get sick.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm happy to be back. I mean, I think there's so many measures put in place. I feel safe being at school.
Okay.
No?
I do too.
You do feel safe as well?
Yeah, nervous but safe. I feel like right now everybody's following the rules, but I think that we should expect the same thing as last time, being that people got really relaxed once things became routine.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that maybe there's a little bit more of a crackdown on that, because I think that's part of what got us kicked back online in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I like being back in person because I can see all the people that I was supposed to be in last semester. But I still have some concerns about how the school is going to regulate COVID restrictions. Obviously, there's a greater risk, but like for people like me who have like AD, attention deficit disorders, I feel like in class I can pay more attention and I focus more on what's being like taught rather than just looking at my screen all day.